Before we begin, quick warning. If you don't want to become a more magnetic man, now's your last chance to walk away. Because once you learn what's in this video, you're not going back to your old self. You're going to start seeing patterns other men miss, feeling emotional shifts they can't feel, and understanding women at a level that might low-key freak you out, in a good way. And if you're new here, go ahead and hit subscribe. Not because I need the validation, but because your future relationships will thank you. Here at the Magnet Code, we teach men how to attract women without trying too hard, without begging, and without turning into Mr. Romantic Cringe 3000. And stay until the very end, because Weakness 9 is so psychologically powerful that you might need a permit to use it. Just kidding, kind of. All right, let's begin. Women aren't impossible to understand. Let's be honest, brother. Women are not impossible to understand. They're emotional, complex, layered, sometimes beautifully chaotic. But impossible? Absolutely not. If women were impossible to understand, how do you explain the guy who smells like gasoline, wears flip-flops to the gym, and plays video games until 3 a.m., yet still has a girlfriend? Exactly. Women have emotional soft spots, psychological weak points almost all men overlook. But once you learn to see them, everything changes. You stop chasing. You stop overthinking. You stop worrying. You become the man women remember. You become magnetic. Let's break down the first four. 1. Confidence that doesn't ask for permission. Forget the loud, screaming, insecure, alpha roar confidence. Forget pounding your chest like you're warming up for Gorilla Olympics. Women fall for calm confidence, the kind that enters the room without noise but shifts the atmosphere instantly. This confidence doesn't beg for attention, it doesn't rush, it doesn't justify itself, it doesn't seek permission. It simply is. Most men overcompensate, bragging, flexing, talking too fast, explaining too much, basically turning themselves into emotional Wi-Fi signals. Please validate me, please. Not you. Not anymore. The magnetic man moves slowly, speaks slowly, breathes slowly. His energy is steady, grounded, unshakable. Women surrender to stability, not noise. Presence is the most seductive form of confidence. 2. Being understood without explaining everything. Women are exhausted, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. They're tired of explaining their feelings like they're giving TED Talks to men who aren't actually listening. What women crave is a man who feels their emotional shift. A man who senses the change in tone, the micro-silence, the slight tension in her body language. Even when she says, "I'm fine," and clearly isn't fine, because "I'm fine" is basically code for prepare your will. When you look at her and calmly say, "Something feels off. Talk to me when you're ready," that line hits harder than any compliment. It tells her, "I see you. You don't have to perform. You can be soft with me." Most men hear words. Magnetic men hear energy. 3. Masculine silence in the right moments. Here's a secret weapon. Silence. Not ignoring, not passive-aggressive sulking, not playing games. Stoic silence. The silence of a man who observes, thinks, and stays grounded. Most men panic when a woman gets emotional. They argue, they defend, they fix, they overtalk like they're applying for CEO of her feelings. Meanwhile, the magnetic man stays calm, steady, centered. You let her storm, but you remain the anchor. Your stillness calms her chaos. Your silence brings her back into feminine energy. Your presence says, "I'm not moved by emotional waves." Women melt for a man who doesn't react, but responds with grounded masculinity. Silence done right is leadership. And 4, eye contact that doesn't flinch. Eye contact is one of the strongest attraction triggers on Earth, and 99% of men misuse it. Some stare like they're trying to hack into her soul. Others panic and look away instantly like they accidentally locked eyes with a wild animal. But the magnetic man looks at her with calm intensity. Soft eyes, slow breathing, relaxed shoulders, a slight, confident smirk. Your eyes say, "I see you. I'm not scared. I'm not rushing, and I'm not moving first." Eye contact bypasses her logic and hits her nervous system directly. Use it right, and you'll live rent-free in her mind.
5. Mystery with depth. Mystery isn't acting distant or weird. It's revealing yourself slowly. A story here, a truth there, a layer at a time. Women don't fall for the whole book at once. They fall for the unfolding. Mystery equals pacing, and pacing builds desire. 6. Purpose, her deepest weakness. Purpose is masculine gravity. A man with direction is instantly more attractive. You don't need a huge mission, just movement. Purpose creates leadership. Leadership creates safety, and safety activates her feminine energy. A man with purpose, greater than a man with muscles. 7. She wants leadership, not control. Women don't want a dictator. They want a calm, confident leader. When she says, "You choose," she wants direction, not dominance. Say, "We're going here, trust me." That alone softens her instantly. 8. Words that feel alive. Women fall for words with intention, not cheesy lines or recycled quotes. Speak sincerely. Mean what you say. Paint small, emotional pictures. Real words, greater than fancy language. 9. The man who can walk away. This is the strongest weakness. A woman falls hardest for the man who loves her deeply but stays whole without her. She doesn't chase men she controls. She chases men she respects. The ability to walk away calmly, confidently, is pure masculine power. If you're still watching, hit subscribe to The Magnet Code. More psychology, more presence, more magnetic masculinity. You're becoming a rare man.